this country ran on shadows, where the law was there but rarely seen. Men in suits carved up the cities from back rooms and quiet machines. The headlines lied while the streets told truth, and power wore a tailored name. I was sworn to stand against it, to draw a line through all that came. And every now and then one rises who changes everything. He owned the streets before I knew his name, a shadow stitched in every neon flame. By the time the whispers reached my door, he was the law and something more.
I remember when your hands were clean.
We chased his trail through smoke and mirrors. Truth changed hands with silver slivers. Witnesses turned, then disappeared, and justice bent every time he appeared.
You said this life was just a dream.
He wore the crown, he wore the style, sold the world a perfect smile. Every street and every mile fell in line and stayed a while. We chased the guns, we chased the lies, watched him through 1,000 eyes. But in the end, beneath it all, was the ghost behind the smile. You heard his name like a loaded gun, spoken low when the day was done. Judges stalled and the deals went thin when his reach crept under your skin.
They fear your name, I fear your soul.
We worked the night, we paid our dues, cutting small just to make it through. But his word dropped like a hammer falls, and kings like us were nothing at all. You didn't cross him, you didn't stand. You played your part or lost your hand. We feared no badge, we feared no trial, just the man with a quiet smile.
I'm losing you to the life you stole.
He wore the crown, he wore the style, sold the world a perfect smile. Every street and every mile fell in line and stayed a while. We chased the guns, we chased the lies, watched him through 1,000 eyes. But in the end, beneath it all, was the ghost behind the smile. I watched his empire dressed in grace, silken charm on every face. But numbers whispered what men concealed, and ink revealed what blood had sealed.
You don't come home the same.
It wasn't bullets brought him down, no final blaze, no burning crown, just quiet lines and a paper trail where even power begins to fail.
You were mine before the world took hold.
They took him slow, they took him clean. No shattered glass, no final scene, just closing doors and fading light on a man who vanished from the fight.
And I lost you long before they did.
I I drew the line, I did my part, but some things linger in the dark. Not in the files, not in the trial, just a ghost behind the smile.